almost 80,000 the immigration quotes for work purposes. Decreto Flussi 2023. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Davide and I'm immigration lawyer in Italy. Today I am glad to inform you that for 2023 Italy approved the immigration quotes for new immigrants to come in Italy for work purposes. Today it's the 27th of January and yesterday 26th of January was published the official Decreto Flussi 2023. This is very important information because finally, as we already provided before, this year until the end of January the decree was approved. This is very important because this year almost 80,000 quotas and amount of immigrants, of foreign people can enter Italy actually for working purposes. We talk about 44,000 quotas for labor law, seasonal work and touristic, and almost 30,000 quotas for other categories. We're gonna see now together the decree in order to understand if this is your possibility to come in Italy and immigrate from any country. This second article specifies that for non-seasonal work we have to admit 38,000 quotas. Very careful, because usually the problem is that people come in Italy for seasonal work and then they have to come back to their country. But this year we have 38,000 quotas for people that are gonna enter Italy and stay in Italy forever if they're gonna have a work. So let's go through specifically this quota because they are very, very important. 24,000 workers for specific categories that I'm gonna mention now, they can enter Italy and stay and remain. The sector of working, very importantly, listen carefully, is transport of goods on road, is construction workers, touristics and hotel activity, mechanical, telecommunication, production of food, and in general construction of ships, so naval construction. This is the only category of workers that are gonna be admitted. So if you're a technician, you're a worker, you're a transport driver, you can have a residence permit finally in Italy without coming in Italy by getting a visa from your providing country. If the providing country is a difficult country for getting a visa, if you have a quota and an employer gonna employ you, this is a good possibility for you to immigrate in Italy finally. But very careful regarding the list of the countries that are gonna be admitted. Only some countries on this specific list gonna be admitted. For any question you can make a comment here below in the comments. So the countries that are admitted on this 24,000 quota are Albania, Algeria, Bangladesh, Bosnia-Herzegovina, Korea, Costa d'Avorio, Egypt, El Salvador, Ethiopia, Filippine, Gambia, Georgia, Ghana, Japan, Guatemala, India, Kosovo, Mali, Morocco, Mauritius, Moldavia, Montenegro, Niger, Nigeria, Pakistan, Peru, Macedonia, Senegal, Serbia, Sri Lanka, Sudan, Tunisia, and of course Ukraine. So if you are a citizen of one of these countries, you can actually find an employer in Italy that can employ you for a first residence permit for 1 year. You will get a visa, you will come in Italy, you will have a job. And after this year, you can make the family come here, make a family reunion. Even we can arrange to make it even faster, and you can prolong. So you don't have to leave the country, you can stay actually here. This is a very good. About 6,000 workers can come for non-seasonal work, so a constant work is very important. But regarding the countries, they're gonna stipulate an agreement with Italy in the course of the 2023 years. We move forward to the fourth article of Decreto Flussi. We will talk about the conversion. So if you're a student, you have to be very careful because this year only 2,000 quota of students can make conversion for student residence permit to lavoro subordinato. So 2,000 quota is only to having an employer that's gonna employ you, and 2,000 quotas are gonna finish very quickly. So you have to enter in the portal, have a codice SPED and make the application as soon as possible. Unfortunately, the quotas that we are gonna rely every year, which is the conversion from studio to partita IVA, so to self-employment, this year are very limited, only 370 quotas. That's very limited. So if you're a student, you want to convert to self-employment, let's say you are a designer, you are making any institute that's gonna make you to a free profession, you have to open partita IVA very quickly, get a residency, get speed, and make this application as soon as possible mandatory. Only 270 quotas. There are some minus quotas that are gonna go through very quickly, which is 200 quota for those persons that have a long-term permit to stay in other EU countries. That's not very interesting. Probably they are not very interested to come in Italy. And there are 30 permit to stay for other long-term permit of other EU countries. I'm gonna move forward to the Article 5. which states how much self-employment quota and newcomers that can come in Italy and get the visa. We have many clients actually in this category. So we talk about freelancer, self-employed person, and those persons, they have a self-employment category such as director of a company or shareholder of a company. Here, Italy, unfortunately, this year provides only 500 quotas. That's very limited. Here comes the category of businessmen that are intending to open a business in Italy and invest 500,000 euros. Second category is those professionals that are pertain to the category of self-employment. That's really important. Please be careful about this. We talk about regulated professionals, so disciplined profession, let's say psychologist, architect, lawyer. This is not very interesting probably for you, but we're talking also about those professions like interior designer that don't have a sort of order of appertenance, but they can rely on sort of association. Here the law, the decree says if you are inscribable in one of these associations, like Italian Association of Interior Designers, you can actually get a quota, but this year the association have to give you a sort of certification that you are inscribed in it, a sort of certification of quality. You can rely on my assistance and consultation to try to understand if your profession could be one of those. Consider 500 quotas, 500, not 1,000, is just few quotas, so we have to speed up. We need at around 2 months to collect all the documents and straight away, very quickly make the application in the consulate. We talk also about directors of a company, C, D, we talk about artists and very famous people in the sort of public domain and availability, and we talk about letter E, those strangers and foreigners that want to open innovative startup. That's also available, very interesting scam. It provides to invest around 50,000 euros, so it's not very small amount. And finally, I would say the last point, the topic we're going to talk about is the seasonal worker. The seasonal worker is the most common amount and big amount of persons that can enter in Italy. So if you are for third countries, so non-European countries, that's probably one of your best possibility to come in Italy. You need to find an employer, and very careful, the quotas that are going to enter in Italy this year is 44,000. That's a lot of immigrants that can come in Italy and actually get their residence permit. Be careful, this permit is only for seasonal. So after the season finish, you should leave the country. But next year you can re-enter Italy and stay. The law is very simple. If you've done in the 5 previous year one seasonal work, the next seasonal you do the next time, you can be stay in Italy, make family reunion, make your parents come here, stay here, get the residency, get the citizenship after 10 years of residency. Here we are talking about 44,000 quota. That's very good, but very careful, because this year the Italian government obliges the employer to check if in the sort of unemployment center there are not some workers that can be good for the employer. So if I'm an employer, I want to employ you, I need to first ask the unemployment center if they have a workers. If they have not, I can employ you. So you have to be very careful. So if somebody gives you the possibility to pay him to make a contract, be careful and ask him or her or this employer if they already make the verification in an unemployment center. The law states that the application of this decree will be followed by a sort of instruction from the Ministry of Internal Affairs. So next days we're going to wait for instruction. I'm going to make a new video for this. Very important, the application for this starts from 9 a.m. of 60 days after the publication in the official papers in Italy. So 26th of January was approved the decree, 60 days after we can send the application, but that's good. So we have 2 months to elaborate the application, enter into the system, make the application, and 9 a.m. of the date which will be set up, you click and you send your request. I am available to assist you in any of those procedures, in any of procedure regarding you or your employer or your employee. So any question, please feel free to comment. Please put a like on this video, subscribe to my channel to be updated on new availabilities. I'm available for any consultation and assistance in this procedure. Thank you for your view. Bye.